Hello Spartans, welcome back to another Doom Eternal video. In today's video we're going to be talking about the game being on next-gen consoles like the PS5 and the Xbox Series X, the infamous Switch port that everyone and their mother has been waiting for like the last 6 months, also me, new playable demons like the Doom Hunter probably in the game, and much more. We're exactly 1 month away from the first Doom Eternal campaign expansion DLC called the Ancient Gods Part 1, and I wanted to know how many of you are ready to beat this new story campaign, and on what difficulty are you playing on. For me, personally, I like challenges, so I'll be playing right at the start on Ultra Nightmare difficulty, and I'll be streaming that on twitch.tv/midnightthebusiness. I'll beat the DLC expansion in one sitting. I'll try the day of release, so be sure to follow me there on Twitch, link down below in the description box. Also, you should follow me on Twitter and on Instagram as well, links down below. Anyways, 2 days ago, EGX hosted a live stream interview with Ugo Martin and Marty Shredden. They talked about DLC content and some insight on the new demons like the Summoner Spirits and the Blood Angel, which now has been renamed to Blood Maker for some reason. In my opinion, Blood Angel sounded way better, way more metal, and way more Doom, honestly. Blood Angel, also a direct reference to Warhammer 40k. I don't like it. I don't like Blood Maker. It's honestly lame, but no, for me this is a Blood Angel. What about you? They also talk about the next-gen version of Doom Eternal for the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and the Nintendo Switch port, which is being made by Panic Button, which I've been waiting forever since the game came out. My goodness. But do you want to know what also came out? This metric. Apparently 72% of my daily viewers are not even subscribed, so if you enjoyed the videos I produce and you do not want to miss anything about Doom Eternal and its DLC content and updates, consider subscribing and leave a like. Thanks for the support. Take a look at this leaked content for series number 6 for Doom Eternal. Take a look at this Mancubus, this Doomslayer, this Revenant, this podium for the Doom Hunter, the Agadon Hunter. I don't know if each demon has its own podium, but it's kinda interesting that the Doom Hunter is getting its own podium for multiplayer and for the single player campaign. So this lets me know that maybe the new or one of the new playable demons for multiplayer battle mode is going to be the Doom Hunter. I mean, the Doom Hunter is a very badass demon and has a lot of abilities like the Rocket Barrage, the Chainsaw melee attack, and all that stuff. So yes, this lets me know that maybe the Doom Hunter is going to be the new playable demon for multiplayer, and oh my god, I am all in. Also, take a look at this gold Marauder. It's very oof, I love it so much. But yes, this leaked content is going to be on series number 6 for Doom Eternal, so next season. It's pretty cool. Anyways, let's get right into the awesome stuff. This is old news, and I actually didn't know about this until 3 days ago, but Doom Eternal is going to get a next-gen upgrade. The game is going to come out for the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X. Not only that, but owners of Doom Eternal on either the Xbox One or the PlayStation 4 are going to get a free ticket upgrade to the next generation of consoles. Doom has always ran in every piece of hardware imaginable, I think, that's what I want to believe, so I'll be really surprised if they didn't do this, which is making Doom Eternal available for the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X. id Tech 7, which is the engine id Software created and used for Doom Eternal, does wonders, and at the same time uses some type of black magic. id Tech 7 is incredibly versatile. It can run the game on very underpowered hardware like the Xbox One and the PS4 and even the Nintendo Switch, but it can also max out at over 1000 frames per second on select gaming rigs, and with a few little outside modifications and help, like using liquid nitrogen to keep everything cool and running at over 1000 frames per second. That is awesome. The PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X will run games natively on 120 frames per second. So console couch players like myself sometimes will finally feel the absolute glory of playing Doom Eternal at high refresh rates. The jump from 60 FPS to 120 FPS is very but very noticeable, and once you go over 100 FPS, you cannot go back. I mean, it is really impossible. I have two monitors. One monitor is 144 refresh rate and the other one is 60 refresh rate. So when I go to my 60 refresh rate monitor, I puke. My eyes want to die. It's just how it is, honestly.
We're getting closer to the launch of the next generation consoles. You guys come up with anything like, you know, maybe 120 hertz support, ray tracing, anything like that we might see on those new consoles, or is that still kind of in flux?
It's not in flux. It's just stuff that we haven't talked about yet. So you know us. We love technology. Our team just wants to be. We want to be the best at everything, whether that's game design or visual design or technology design. So they are on top of all of those things, and we're excited, very excited about the next gen hardware. We were obviously a big part of the of NVIDIA's 3080 launch. I mean, we released some amazing gameplay, and the game just screams on that hardware. So you know, Billy talked about kind of what that hardware allows us to do. So it kind of doesn't matter what side of the hardware we're coming from, whether it's next gen consoles or, you know, the Switch or you know, or the highest end PC stuff. We really want to be the best on it. And so without saying too much, I think, you know, you can look forward to us really trying to push on the next gen as well, and we'll have a moment to talk about all that stuff, you know, in the not too distant future.
And I think you guys had said earlier that for owners of Doom Eternal, this upgrade for next gen stuff is included with that. Is that right?
Yep, that's correct.
That's really cool. Yeah. Actually,
yeah,
though,
I got to hand it to Sony and Microsoft. They're doing a good job of supporting that as well. So I think that gamers benefit, and putting that choice in our hands. Obviously, we're gonna, you know, we want gamers to feel comfortable about buying the game right now, knowing that, you know, if they're gonna buy the hardware in the future, they'll get.
But now let's talk about the infamous Switch port that everyone and their mother have been waiting for the last 6 months. In this interview, Matty Shredden says that they are well aware that most of the Doom community has been anxiously waiting for the Switch port of Doom Eternal. He also tells us, the audience, that he cannot legally let us know when the Switch port will be available, but that it is very, very close. Let me remind you that Doom Eternal is a highly detailed game, and even though its game engine, that being id Tech7, is highly versatile, porting a game so big to the tiny Nintendo Switch is something really but really hard, and not only something that Panic Button can do with their black magic. Panic Button is a developer in charge of porting Doom Eternal to the Nintendo Switch. They did the same thing with Doom 2016, The Witcher 3, and all those awesome games. Nevertheless, there are still a lot of people that haven't bought Doom Eternal because their main platform of choice is the Nintendo Switch. I honestly do not see myself playing Doom Eternal on the Switch that much and all the time. I mean, I have a pretty beast monstrous gaming rig, but if I just want to really casually game on my living room and chill, Doom Eternal on the Switch is the way to go. Or maybe Super Mario 3D All-Stars, or do you understand those awesome games? But still, COVID-19 has really taken a bad liver punch to developers on gaming. That also includes id Software for the DLC, and that also includes Panic Button for the port of Doom Eternal to the Switch. So we should be patient and understand that it is taking some time because of COVID-19 and working from home and all that stuff.
Also, I guess I do have to ask again, since do you have anything more to say about the Nintendo Switch version? Is that coming along okay? Any ideas when we might hear more news on that?
Yeah, I wish I could say. I wish I could give you like specific, because I know I read all the comments. You know, when we say anything about Doom Eternal, like there's always the 1 out of every 5 comments
Yeah,
is, yeah, how about you tell us about the Switch? So I know people are anxious. We just kind of don't want to. We're trying to make it the best, the best version of the game it possibly can be. We've been working with Panic Button. They're also like everybody in work from home, so
of
it's
course.
taken a little bit longer to get there. But we just don't. We want it to be everything it possibly can be. It's very close, and we're kind of, we're trying to be very uncompromising with what it needs to be, because we know there's a high demand for it. So we will be talking about it in the not too distant future. It is close, but I can't say exactly how close.
But as I said earlier in the video, DLC number 1 for Doom Eternal is exactly 1 month away, and id Software lets us know in a blog post what we can expect on the DLC in terms of content, and what we can expect post DLC launch, such as Invasion Mode, competitive multiplayer, and new playable demons for both the multiplayer and the campaign. Again, I really think that the Doom Hunter is going to be the next playable demon for battle mode and the campaign. I mean, he has tons of abilities that we can use for against slayers, like the rocket barrage, dashing, melee attacks with the chainsaw, and the rocket launcher. I mean, there are tons of abilities that we can use with the Doom Hunter, and the shield as well. But anyways, that's all I had to say for today's video. Thanks for watching. And so, okay, Spartans, that's all the time I had for today's video. Please let me know what you think about this video down in the comment section. Leave a like if you did, and a dislike if you disliked it. It is completely fine. If you disliked the video, if you didn't like it, if you didn't like my content, my accent, whatever. I am well aware that my accent is not the best. I know that my accent can sometimes be very thick, and sometimes some of my words cannot be really understandable, the words I say from my mouth. So yes, I am well aware. I'm trying my best to work on my accent 24/7. So we're getting there. Every day I'm better. I want to believe that. But anyways, thanks to all of my patrons that made this video possible, and links to all of my social accounts will be down below. Thanks for watching, and have an awesome Sunday, Spartans. I love you guys. Adios. Bye.